Hey my fellow weebs, this is going to be a super short recap of episode 10 of The Water Magician. Make sure to watch it until the very end. Rio and his roommates take a job to escort a merchant to the port city, then bring him back to Loon after 10 days. The merchant is going there on business, as the Whitnash Open Festival is going to be held there. The event is like the Olympic, and happens only every 5 years, so every single one of them is excited to be a part of it. After reaching the city, Rio and his friends try out some local delicacy, like octopus and squid, and they're glad they took this job since they can now enjoy the festival for the next 10 days, without having to do anything else. Meanwhile, the Inferno Mage, who has taken the job of guarding Fiona, the princess of this kingdom, suspects that something sketchy is brewing in the royal family, but he isn't certain what just yet. Speaking of Princess Fiona, she is currently attending an important gathering of nobles and is mentally exhausted. Her brother Conrad notices, so he asks her to get some rest. With permission to leave, Fiona heads back to her bedroom. She is more suited for commanding and fighting as the commander of the Mage Order, and isn't cut out for these meet and greet events. The next day, the Whitnash Festival begins, where Rio and his gang find out that Abel is also attending the event in the VIP guest section, with Princess Fiona sitting right next to him. Abel's teammates meet with Rio and mention an interesting fact. The Lord of Whitnash has a treasure that can create a wind barrier, which he's been using to protect the VIP guests since many members of the Imperial family are also seated there. They also mention that Rio's potential rival, the Inferno Mage Oscar, is attending this event as Princess Fiona's knight, so the girls warn Rio not to go looking for trouble. However, just as they leave, Rio runs straight into Oscar, the Inferno Mage. Oscar doesn't recognize the white-haired prodigy, but he does sense something special about him. Rio's roommates, Amon and Eto, take part in an archery event, but they fail to hit the target and lose. Abel shows up to flex his skills, instantly becomes the center of attention. Abel's teammate Rhea appears with a creepy smile, hiding her anger, and asks Abel where he was all day. Lynn explains to Rio that Abel was supposed to go out on a date with Rhea, but backed out at the last second, which is why Rhea's mad. Rhea drags Abel away, and the boys can't help but admire Abel for landing such a goddess with ease. Back in Loon, Sarah is at the library as usual. After spending most of the day there, she heads to the Adventurers Guild looking for Rio, as she's found a lead on the demon race. Learning from the receptionist that Rio won't be coming back for at least a week, Sarah gets upset. She desperately wishes to see Rio's cutesy face and wonders how she's going to survive alone. Niels and Amon participate in a boat race event, and everything goes normally until Niels gets into a fight with another racer, causing both parties to lose the race. However, they still receive a special trophy for entertaining the crowd, and then end up fighting again over the trophy. While everyone in town is enjoying the festival, somewhere in a secluded alley, a sinister group is planning to attack the nobles at night. After sunset, Abel, acting as the guildmaster's proxy, joins the party hosted by Prince Conrad and Princess Fiona at their mansion. Abel isn't interested in interacting with socialites, since he's only there to protect the nobles in case of an attack. But he doesn't think he needs to worry much because there's a wind barrier around the mansion. However, the treasure artifact that was conjuring this barrier suddenly stops channeling mana, causing the barrier to dissipate. In that instant, the men guarding the treasure are wiped out by a shadowy figure, and immediately after, another shadowy figure attempts to assassinate Princess Fiona. This was our first video on this channel, with many more coming, so please make sure to subscribe and let us know which anime we should cover next. Thanks for watching.